Good morning. Welcome to another session of Plugged In. A little bit of laughter issues or laughter topic right after this. Well, we're glad that you're back with us on this last Monday of February. Time flies. Next Monday will be the first Monday of March. And we're not too far from bumping our clocks up, getting that extra hour of sunlight. Went and listened to Nate Bargatze, or Bargatze, however you want to say his last name. I don't even know if he exactly gave us the right pronunciation last night, but I will tell you, I would highly recommend it to YouTube the gentleman. If you get a chance to ever go see him, go do so. I don't know the age bracket of those who watch this, but if you're in my age bracket, we'll just say over 55, you probably remember the days when we had comedy shows with Lucille Ball or Carol Burnett, Tim Conway, Don Knotts, those who could make you laugh with just some everyday antics, and it was clean. And it was proven last night at the Great Southern Arena there on the campus of Missouri State that there can be incredible laughter and people leave feeling great from a comedian who uses no vulgarity, no obscenity, no innuendos, just talks about life. And it was really refreshing. And actually, it was almost incredible to think that that could happen. I mean, I've watched him some on YouTube, and I'd heard about that, but there was nothing. It was really incredible. And we all left there laughing. And one of the maybe funny little things is, as I was sitting there waiting for the show to start, I was just watching some Facebook posts, and I noticed that Will Worsham here had posted that he and his wife were at the Nate Bargatze concert. So I texted him real quick. I said, "Where are you sitting at?" He was in double C. We were in double E. And so then Will asked me, and if I look over this way, I'm looking at Pete, his son, but your dad asked me, are you going to say anything about Nate? Are you going to use any of his stuff in your show tomorrow? And I said, well, I probably won't use the same stuff he does, but, I mean, we're going to make some reference to it. I didn't go so that I could try to get some new material, but I knew that sitting there would bring some things to mind. And in particular, I remember doing a sermon, some years ago from a passage in Proverbs. I'm going to eventually get to that. But all of us have heard that antic, or that, not antic, but that phrase, laughter is the best medicine. Interestingly enough, laughter strengthens your immune system. It boosts your mood, obviously. I mean, there were people that were total strangers around us. We were all just bonded together because of the mood that was set there through laughter. It diminishes pain, and it protects you from the damaging effects of stress. And my goodness, are we not living in a time of stress? And we just need a moment where we can laugh, and it be good, clean laughter. Read a story about a man named Norman Cousins. This is kind of interesting. This story is about 30-some years old. But Norman Cousins was hospitalized. He had a rare crippling disease, and he was actually diagnosed as being incurable. So he got that news. Cousins just checked out of the hospital. I mean, what use is there to be in the hospital if what you have is incurable? So he was aware of the harmful effects of negative emotions and what it could do to the body. So he decided to do something in reverse and see if it would pan out. So he borrowed a movie projector and he put on some old Marx Brothers film clips, some old Candid Camera episodes. Those of you who are old enough to remember that. I remember, for a side note, that when I have one of those days, I might pull up some old Carol Burnett shows and watch Tim Conway do his craziness. And so anyway, he's watching these reruns. And it didn't take long for him to discover that 10 minutes of laughter provided for him 2 hours of pain-free sleep. Now, here's the amazing part. His disease eventually was reversed. Laughter draws people together in ways that trigger healthy physical and emotional changes in the body. I think probably the person that you should laugh at the most is yourself. I think that's part of the reason we all laughed last night, is Nate was just telling stories about his life. But we could connect. It was stories about being a parent. It was a story about being a parent to his parents. It was a story about issues that happen when he's going through a drive-thru at a McDonald's, and we're sitting there and we can connect. Maybe not the exact same story, but we understand those everyday stories. And so we're sitting there wiping our eyes for tears, and we're rolling in the seats, and it was clean comedy, and it was refreshing. And it reminded me not only of this verse that I'm going to give you as we wind our time up this morning, but it reminded me again of how much this country is just needing something fresh. Jesus gives us the answer. Jesus is the answer. And Jesus created the heart. And here's what Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22 says. It says, a cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. A cheerful heart, that can be me walking right in here and saying, morning, Pete, how you doing? Pete's like, I'm doing pretty good. Or maybe Pete or I might be like, well, not too well today. But that cheerful spirit is kind of encouraging. But there have been some who have connected this phrase, a cheerful spirit, to the idea of laughter, which is where we get our slogan, laughter is good medicine. I really don't know where you're at in your life right now, and I'm sure if it's anything like mine, there's a whole lot of things going on, and it's easy for our spirits to be crushed. I just want to encourage you to find some time every day to just laugh. Laugh at yourself. Pull up some old YouTube reruns of something that was clean that used to make you laugh, and just enjoy laughter. Watch people. That is laughter in itself. Just go to a place and just watch people. Don't let them see you laughing at them. Maybe mentally put it in there and then walk away laughing. But I'm going to tell you, 10 or 15 minutes of laughter could do a world of good in an hour or 2 hour span. A cheerful heart is good medicine. I want to encourage you to practice a cheerful heart, not just through laughter, but encouraging words to one another. Something to get us going for this week. I appreciate each and every one of you. By the way, just a quick plug. Tomorrow, I think Pete said that his dad might not be here tomorrow, but they do the Tuesday morning waffle every week. It's Will and Lauren and Chris Ballard, and they do a wonderful show, and it's just kind of a free-for-all, and it can make you laugh as well. Thank you again for joining us today. Like and share. Have a wonderful day and a great week. And remember, a cheerful heart is good medicine.